Hey, today I'm going to be sharing with you paleo chocolate chip cookies that anyone can make. These are healthier cookies. So we're going to start with a smaller bowl and add in 1.5 cup of blanched almond flour to it. This flour is gluten-free, it's healthier, it has fiber in it, it's great. It's better than the wheat flour you will use for sort of other desserts. And then we're going to use 1/4 of a cup of tapioca flour. This flour will basically make sure that everything is thickened in the end and our cookies come together nicely. I'm then going to add in 1/4 of a cup of coconut flour, which I love. It tastes amazing. It's gluten-free too. And then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is just less processed version of sugar and is naturally found, so it's just a healthier option and is paleo diet friendly. I'm then going to add in 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt, so just a little bit, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then I'm going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg for those spices. So the thing I usually like to do here is mix all the ingredients together, combine them well. Since the bowl is not that big, you want to make sure that all the corners and edges of the bowl are touched by your spoon, so just combine them as well as you can before going to the next step. So now I'm going to get a larger bowl and add in 1/4 of a cup of ghee, which is at room temperature, and that way it will just whisk together much easier later. I'm then going to crack in 1 egg. The large egg would be preferred here, but medium one will work as well. And then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of honey. That's the sweetness we're going to love in these cookies. And then of course 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So I'm going to actually whisk all of these together and take my time doing that. You'll see that ghee will have bubbles in it and it's a bit crumbled, so you want to make sure it gets as smooth as possible, even though that's not exactly easy. So take your time whisking. And then I'm going to slowly add in the dry ingredients into the wet ones. To do that, you want to just add 2 tablespoons of dry ingredients into the large bowl and start mixing. And this is how we're going to slowly combine all of them. I'm just adding 2 tablespoons and then mix, 2 tablespoons and then mix until all my dry ingredients are finished. So the dough in the end will be quite thick, and that's the point because our cookies will be formed that way. Once our dough is quite thick, as you see I'm still using my spoon, you want to fold in chocolate chips, and we're using 1/3 of a cup of dark chocolate chips. The darker the better, the less sugar there is, the healthier, so choose accordingly. Once our dough is ready, take your baking sheet and add parchment paper onto it, and then we're going to start forming those little balls. There's going to be 12 of them in total. They're not that little, so basically place them on the baking sheet, and once that's ready, we're going to start flattening them. I'm going to flatten each ball with a spoon, just so it looks better. Obviously the edges are going to be cracked, so make sure you smoothen them out before you pop all of this into the oven. Just take your time to do that. These cookies will turn out great if you give them some patience and love. As you can see, I'm now just popping the baking sheet into the oven at 350 Fahrenheit degrees or 180 Celsius degrees, and we're going to bake them for 10 to 12 minutes. I'm choosing around 11, 12. Just take your time, and you're going to want to bake them until they're golden brown. So finally, once they're baked, you want to let them cool down, otherwise they will truly fall apart. They're extra soft, they're chewy, they're lovely, and they're truly the chocolate chip cookies you're going to love, especially if you like having them with a cup of tea or coffee, as they will just melt in your mouth. We love them. So if you like this recipe, please click that like button and subscribe for more videos. It keeps us going. And for the full recipe, go to allnutritious.com. Either way, have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.